Dear valuable students of 401 Architectural Design Studio, welcome to this academic semester. Unfortunately, as you may know, due to this pandemic, we need to do our design studio online, as well as the other design studios and theoretical courses that you are going to have. So in design studio, as you know, it was a series of studios that you have since beginning till your graduation project. So for one for you students, a little bit critical because you are going to be somehow independent architect. So you need to practice by your own. So that's why this is a good advantage for your let's say your level of architectural design studio to try to practice independently to understand how you will be able, without taking those instructors' advice, some principles of a conceptual design process. You have learned in construction design courses how to implement a structural design principle to design. And that's why in 401, from architectural point of view, you need to create a little bit much more complex buildings, which a little bit bigger square meter in a city context. So contextualization of the your project is also important in 401 in design studio. That's why the main objectives of this course is that this studio, let's say, will implement it to provide the students with the skills of designing long-span structures by considering integrated construction and service systems. The main emphasis is to design buildings with high complexity function with appropriate structural system and creating rich architectonic qualities. So the quality of the architectonic qualities, meaning that let's say we need to see in your facade the rhythm and sense of movement, those elements and principles of design that you have already learned since your introduction to architectural concept in the first semester. Those principles that you have applied in all your design studios. So in 401 we need to see these principles gathered together as one architectural complex the project. So I will be with you, I will guide you during the semester to, let's say, work with each other as a project. The project of the title will be City Culture, Media Center and Library. So City Culture, Media Center, so if you look at the project, we can see that four main, there are four main keywords, three main keywords are here, three main functions are going to work with each other. So the complexity of your project is going to be a little bit, let's say you will have much more variety of the functions supposed to work with each other, comparing the project that you have previously have done in your 302 design studios. Therefore, this will be very important to see how you are going to design this project as a much more complex from architectural point of view, from space organization's point of view. So that's why you have to think about these main keywords and factors. We will work with this let's say topic. Of course, we will give you all the space requirement that's supposed to be, such as what in the city culture needs to have, or what will be the administrative parts requirement. Let's say what are the requirements for cinema and the media parts. All of them with the space, the required space will be given to you. As accordingly we will expect from you to develop that physical program, which is mostly in outside. If after you graduating, normally your customer will give you general topics. I need, for example, a hotel with 100 rooms. So the other sub requirements, of course, will be provided by you. That's why you have to be aware how to prepare, let's say, physical program. So half of them I will give you during the semester. You will develop those programs, and you will implement those programs with the conceptual design approach to have the final output of your project. Overall, please be considered that the rules and regulation of public designing public spaces, that at least 40% of your, let's say, constructed building in each floor should, let's say, should be, let's say, belong to circulations. So we will work with each other in this regard. Then, let's say, we will have, as I mentioned, three juries, each from 15%, the last one 70%. We will work with these, let's say, projects. Please be considered and try to attend all the classes, because in each classes, in the first 2 hours of each classes, I will give some specific rules and regulations, which I'm not going to repeat it again. That's why you must attend at the beginning of the all and design studios. So the system automatically will give the attendance, and the regulation of taking that, let's say, attendance is like that. Is like face to face. Let's say. Design studios, meaning that more than three automatically will be failed. So based on the report that we will give, we get from LMS system, and I will try to also take a print screen of the attendance, the students who attended at the first 2.5 hours of the each session. So I will collect them, I will compare them. If there was any students less than three, based on the regulation of work, unfortunately we will not be able to contribute. That's why please, this is for your own, let's say, benefits. It is better to stay during the class to take a note from the important discussions that we are going to have with your students, classmates, with your classmates. So I will be with you during this semester. I will guide you to get best, let's say, output prototype of your project, each one individually. So take care of yourself. Good luck for this academic semester for your design studio courses, and please consider this design studio in such a way that you are going to graduate at the upcoming semester. So please act professionally as a real architect, take responsibility of your project, and if you do that, I guarantee that you will be able to successfully pass the project with a much more quality project than the one who's not going to take care of it. That's why, since this kind of, let's say, design studio is a process, we will going to also consider your design process since beginning till the final project. There should be logical development in each and every sessions, that we have to see those kind of logical process to be able to let you go to this graduation project. So take care of yourself. Have a nice semester.